Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to do a review of Lords of the Cosmos 4, but I read, well, I guess reread issue 3 before that because I got it in physical. So I was like, oh yeah, let me give this another read here. And I just kind of wanted to remind everybody, in case you hadn't seen the review of this, that there's a story in here called Bug with a Shotgun. Are you ready for this? It's like my favorite bit from this entire comic series. Like, I just love these two pages. Specifically, while this is awesome and these three panels up here are great, this panel right here, I can't get enough of that panel, man. It's awesome. If you want to go watch my review of issue 3 or the previous two issues, you can go find those on my YouTube channel. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Just type in like Elizibar Lords of the Cosmos and it'll probably come up. I hope. Maybe not. Anyway, issue 4. The premise of the series, I guess I need to step back before I jump in super deep into the story. So the premise is it's kind of like Masters of the Universe, except darker and a little twisted. You've got the bad guy Umex, and this isn't Umex. This is like some other dude. I forget his name, but he got cut in half, and this is what they did to him after that. Um, Umex is all like, evil. I'm evil. Evil, evil, evil. And he just wants to kill and maim and torture and all that good stuff. And he's back, and he's like the big bad. And the heroes they're scattered all over the planet, and they've been getting knocked out one by one. Or that's sort of what they're saying. We haven't really seen a lot of heroes getting knocked out, but we've seen a lot of places and carnage and stuff. So, however you want to look at that. The art in this is definitely a highlight. And look at this dude over here, man. He's just a dude in a robe, right? But he looks pretty cool. He's got these cool cybernetic bits all over him. Look at his foot down here. We got some good stuff going on. There's our big bad hero, who's gone super pacifist and is the arch enemy of Umex. And so this whole main story here, and these books are all kind of laid out the same. There's the A story, and then there's a couple of backstories that give you information about the different characters in the series. This dude is the head bio wizard or something like that. And he's also got a TV. And he's been watching signals. And I think that there might be a little bit of a mistake here on this page story-wise, because he refers to Jim Spire here, but he doesn't learn that Jim Spire is under attack until the next page when this dude plays the broadcast he recorded. So I think that might be a little bit of a mistake. Maybe I missed it in the earlier parts where the Eagle dude is relaying the story to everybody. So that could be my bad, but that could also be a little continuity error. The art is a lot of fun in this book. At least the main story art. Some of the other art's a little less good. This isn't as dramatically impactful. That looks real stiff. Some of these poses look pretty stiff, and that's kind of a bummer. This is all about this dude and little bio wizard guy, which I think is the same bio wizard. I'm not 100% sure, but this is set in the past. Umex was going to wreck the place, and these two survived. And again, we kind of dip into the past. This is a little short story. It's actually just about our main hero's sword and all that stuff, which is obsessed with blood because it's a magic sword, and magic swords are necessarily pretty evil. And then there's this story here. This is the dude on the cover, the dude who got cut in half, and it's a story about how he got cut in half. And look at the freaking giant turtle. Okay, just sit back, look at the giant war turtle. All right, isn't that awesome? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I definitely had a lot of fun with this story because that's cool and crazy, and the art here is pretty good. I got no complaints about that. All in all, I'm trying to tell you about this book without spoiling too much, because it's a bunch of short stories. If I tell you too much about any one of them, I'm going to spoil it for you. What you expect going into this is really nice art. You can expect some cool action, especially in this particular story, because that is all this story is. The first half of this story is just fighting. It looks cool. It absolutely does. Definitely worth checking out. 100% would recommend. And I don't know that I have any like useful constructive criticisms or anything like that. I just liked reading the book, you know? Which I guess that means this is like the lamest review ever, right? Like, well, I liked reading the book. That doesn't exactly tell you, the viewer, a whole lot about the book, but there's cool stuff in here. If you have any idea, like, what Masters of the Universe is about, you got heroic, iconic figures on one side, villainous, iconic figures on the other, and then they clash in the middle, and stuff happens. In Masters of the Universe, of course, people don't really end up dead, and there's no, like, massive carnage or whatever, because it's, a G-rated cartoon for 8-year-olds. But here, that restriction isn't present, and the villains get to be, like, really nasty and really villainous and really go into their carnage. And the heroes, they're just starting to get together, so, much like World War II, the bad guys from World War II kind of overrun a bunch of stuff, and then the heroes of World War II eventually get around to dealing with it. I don't know if that's a good comparison, but I'm trying to explain like the momentum of the situation there, and that sense that's all carried through pretty well, like how that rolls. So anyway, check this out. I'm sure there'll be a Kickstarter for issue number 5 coming up at some point soon. Um, One of the things that makes this comic book series fun is all this stuff gets imagined as like toys. There's a 2-page spread in here somewhere. See if I can find it. Well, apparently I can't find it. But there was a 2-page spread in this book somewhere where we showed like the toy models off if these things had toys. But now I can't find it. And isn't that the way it always goes? Like you're looking for something and you just can't find it. Where the heck is it? Oh, was that actually in issue 3? That might have been in issue 3. Let me see. Yeah, it was in issue 3. Like, pretty cool stuff. Like, you can see, like, the different designs for all these different characters. And that kind of stuff is a treat to look at. Alright. There we go. I think I've rambled enough about Lords of the Cosmos. You can check it out if you want to. Or don't. Your call. But, I can tell you, I had fun reading it. Bye-bye.